So, good afternoon, everyone. So, first of all, I want to say I'm not representing it, I'm just speaking of my behalf of my experiences. So, so my name is Theresa Heindl, I'm 19 years old, and during the past year, I participated in the German Weltwa program. With this program, I was able to volunteer in Cambodia as an English teacher for 1 year. Today, I want to talk about my experiences during that time and how I learned that even small acts can make a difference. And most importantly, I want to give you the understanding of how the Weltwa program changes the life and futures of young Germans. But what is this so-called Weltwa program about? That is easily explained. Translated, the German word Weltwärts means to go towards the world. It is a volunteer service that was founded by the German Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development in 2008. So it provides an opportunity for young Germans between the ages of 18 and 28 to participate in development projects in developing countries. This is basically free of charge for the participants, so I would call the program a full-paid scholarship for global and sustainable learning. Furthermore, there is no restriction to the level of education. Anyone who wants to participate can apply. The only requirement is an interest in new cultures, the courage to apply, and, as I mentioned before, the age. Learning. This is the intention of the program. The main aim is not to simply help the people in the country of assignment, but to stimulate intercultural learning and understanding between all parties involved. The volunteers work for 6 to 24 months in partner organizations and get involved in projects concerning agriculture, culture, education, environment, health, or human rights. The program also provides educational guidance for the volunteers in the form of preparation, half-time, and returnee seminars. I have some numbers for you to understand how big the program is. So last year, 3,749 young Germans went to more than 50 different countries, and 69% of them were women, and the average age was 19.6. So since 2013, there's even a new project from Weltwa. It's called the South to North Exchange, so that young people from developing countries also have the chance to volunteer in Germany. So to date, 837 volunteers from countries like Mexico, Tanzania, Ecuador, India, or South Africa, and more countries volunteered in Germany. So the experience and knowledge gained during this time is used to make a personal contribution to development projects in the homeland and abroad, and to hopefully orientate their future life towards a fairer world. So at this point, I'm going to add what the Weltwa program is covering regarding the CDGS. I believe it is covering most of them, because the volunteers work in so many different projects. For sure, I can say that there are NGOs participating that cover numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. So the NGOs are mostly small and local projects, but through Weltwa, they get connected. The volunteers can exchange experiences with the other volunteers who worked in a different field. Like, for example, Ariane sitting over there. She also went with Weltwa to Botswana last year, and she worked in an NGO who is preventing gender-based violence. Me, on the other hand, I worked in an NGO working in the sector of quality education. So now I come to myself. So for myself, I can say that I learned a lot through the program. I worked in an education center in Siem Reap. That's a rather big city in Cambodia. The main part of my assignment was teaching English to Cambodian children to give them the opportunity to get better jobs and therefore break the circle of poverty. The school welcomes all students, no matter how poor or rich, to give everyone an equal chance of improving. In addition to that, the school runs special programs concerning hygiene a few times a year. The children learn how to wash their hands the right way, or, for example, that brushing your teeth a few times a day is very, very important. As the classes were quite small and there were always 2 teachers present, it was also possible to provide the weakest students with additional help. I have to admit that I wasn't aware that such a small thing to do could influence both their and my life so much. But my service benefited the children as they were able to receive English lessons where else they could have not. And who knows, maybe one day, just because I encouraged them to learn and pursue their dreams, they can achieve something that will help us all. During this year, Cambodia became a new home to me. Through the connection with the students, the teachers, and the neighborhood, a connection to the world is created. This special connection that the young volunteers take home with them is a connection of fraternity. Fraternity as the big wide world and its population are no longer simply names, but feelings like home and friendship. And those feelings, once experienced, are hard to forget and do hopefully stay for a lifetime. In my opinion, the Weltwa program is an important measure for shaping the life and future decisions of young people towards a more supportive society. Experiencing life in a developing country at a young age makes us aware of the bigger picture of the world we live in and therefore empowers us to be the change we want to see. And even the smallest project can start a process that might change everything. So thank you very much for your attention.